Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your commentator, James McConaughey, and it is officially time for the final confrontation. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a rivalry that's been brewing ever since these two first started out in the CAW community, and it's looking to come to an end here tonight. Rick Legend versus Dalton Ross. So far, Rick Legend has been on a winning streak, and he has yet to suffer a pinfall loss. And this could be Dalton's chance to turn things around for himself and actually deliver Rick Legend his first loss. And Rick Legend starting out this match in forearms, bouncing off the ropes. Now, wait a minute, Rick grabbing both the legs and... Oh, come on, ref. That has to be a disqualification. Bouncing off the ropes again. And Rick Legend coming back with a wicked clothesline. Now quickly into the cover. 1, 2. No, only a 2 count. Yeah, that's the thing. Rick Legend likes to start his match out in utter brutality. Likes to utilize the strikes more often. And Rick Legend with a reverse and atomic drop. Now bouncing off the ropes. And Dalton Ross coming back with a knee strike. Bouncing off the ropes again. A knee strike to the gut. Once again bouncing off the ropes. And a jumping clothesline. Yeah, like I was saying, that's the thing about Rick Legend that a lot of people seem to take lightly is when it comes to the striking game. He is at his deadliest. So you got to be careful of that. And Dalton Ross, wait a minute, Dalton Ross delivering a flurry of punches, showing that he can strike much more better than Rick Legend here. It's a game of one-upsmanship between the two. And Dalton Ross with a cannonball senton. That signature cannonball senton he's known for. Once again into the cover. 2. And Dalton Ross. Rick Legend, excuse me folks. Rick Legend getting the shoulder upper 2. And both men exchanging strikes here. Rick Legend going on Dalton Ross, and Dalton Ross going all out, insane with the strikes, and Rick Legend's coming back with the strikes as well. And now Rick Legend's got Dalton Ross in the corner. Just European uppercut, and now the right hands. Another European uppercut, and just out of nowhere with that power slam into the cover 2. No. Dalton Ross is thinking about getting that win. He needs to think of something quick. Right now, Rick Legend is dominating his matchup. Going for the near clothesline, but Dalton dodged it. Now Dalton Ross. Just back and forth with the strikes. Both men trying to one-up each other. And Dalton Ross with that signature sumo drop. And now we know what comes next after this. He bounces off the ropes. He's just wiggling in an elbow drop. This time Dalton throwing Rick Legend into the corner. Now he's setting up for the usual. Oh God! Big boot to the face and a European uppercut. That uppercut had force. 2. No. Usually we see Dalton Ross go for that signature body splash into the corner, but Rick Legend saw it coming in directly into a big boot and followed it up with a nasty European uppercut. Wait a minute, Rick Legend going for something here. And oh my God! That DDT. Dalton Ross may be rocked here too. No. And Dalton Ross with an arm track neck breaker. Wait a minute. Going from the top rope here. High-risk maneuver. Will it pay off? And it connects. That signature Macho Man Randy Savage elbow drop into the cover. 2. No. Shades of the Macho Man. And Dalton Ross has Rick Legend back into the corner. Now this time, Dalton Ross just delivering the fury here with the punches. And Rick Legend tumbling down. Oh, man. Now Dalton Ross throwing Rick Legend into the corner. Now this time throwing him into the opposite corner. Dalton Ross trying to confuse Rick Legend here, just throwing him into each corners. And now this time, Dalton Ross actually connecting with the body splash. Quickly into the cover. Could this put away Rick Legend? No, not even a 2 count. Rick Legend, oh my god. Rick Legend with just the spinning backhand. Oh man. Now, a couple of body shots to the torso, to the ribs, and now that uppercut again. Rick Legend, very known for his European uppercuts here. And no, not even a 2 count, as Dalton Ross gets the shoulder up at 1. And now this time, Rick Legend has Dalton caught between the ropes and just kneeing him in the face, just delivering utter brutality here and mocking Dalton Ross. And oh man, a big boot sends Dalton crashing to the outside here just to mock him. And wait a minute, Dalton Ross coming back into the ring, following up with an arm trap, neck breaker. Like I said before, folks, Rick Legend has yet to be pinned nor submitted. Wait a minute, Dalton Ross, what's he doing here? We saw him do this in the 4-man gauntlet match. That 5-star frog splash connects. Get this put away. The Lone Legend too. No. Dalton Ross trying everything in his arsenal here. And, oh man, when have you ever seen Dalton Ross do something like that? And Dalton Ross with a camel clutch. A modified camel clutch here. And Dalton Ross wrenching Rick Legend's beard. I could actually see him. Oh my. Rick Legend plays dirty, but Dalton Ross ain't afraid to play dirty if it means putting an end to Rick Legend's winning streak. And Rick Legend getting out of it. And, wait a minute, what's he doing here? Oh my god, he's gonna curb stomp his face into the canvas. Oh my god! Oh, Jesus! Oh my god! Just curb stomp his face into the canvas. And Dalton Ross still alive in this one. Now Rick Legend throwing Dalton outside. And now Rick Legend on the top rope here. He's stalking Dalton Ross back to his feet. And Rick Legend! Diving double axe handle. Just bringing down the rain and the thunder. And now wait a minute, Rick Legend throwing Dalton into the steel steps. This man calls himself the Lone Legend, the Living Legacy. And just absolutely disrespectful, disgusting, egotistical. But you gotta respect him. So far he's been backing up his statements as of late. A little collision there with the ring post. And now Dalton Ross throwing Rick Legend into the steel steps, giving Rick Legend a taste of his own medicine here. Rick is suffering for his sins here tonight. And Dalton Ross throwing Rick back into the corner. Forearm smash and a boot to the side of the head. Yeah, so far this rivalry has been brewing. Wait a minute, quickly to the cover. But Rick Legend getting his hand on the ropes. Like I was saying, folks, this rivalry has been brewing ever since they both started competing in RTG. And it's been brewing ever since the Indies. And now this is going to be the final chapter into this rivalry. And Rick Legend with a modified version of the Boston Crab here. Has his legs wrenched. Dalton Ross looks like a human pretzel at the moment. And the referee asking Dalton, does he want to give? Rick Legend just wrenching the crap out of that Boston Crab. Dalton Ross trying his hardest to get out of it. Rick Legend trying his hardest to break the back of Dalton Ross. Can Dalton get out of it? Or will we see someone tap here tonight? Come on, Dalton, if you want to get this win. And Dalton getting out of it. Flipping Rick Legend over. And wait a minute. Dalton Ross bringing out the submission game of his own. Once again, back into that camel clutch. But Rick Legend instantly getting out of it. Just in the nick of time. And wait a minute. Oh, no. Oh, no. We've seen Rick Legend do this before. That signature punt kick. Oh, God. That could be it. That could do it too. No. That signature punt kick is usually all that it takes to put someone away. It's like, oh my God. It's like kicking a football, but instead you're kicking someone's head. And both men once again exchanging strikes here. Rick Legend with the European uppercut. And now Dalton with the European uppercut. Like I said, both these men have had a heated rivalry ever since they both started out. And wait a minute, Dalton, a couple of body shots to the ribs here. And now Dalton Ross bringing the Legend down. Come on, Dalton, you gotta pull everything out in your arsenal. And wait a minute! He's got him by the leg and he's wrenching the crap out of it. And Rick Legend just a few feet from the ropes and he's able to make it. Now Dalton bouncing off the ropes here. And wait a minute! Lifts him up for a flapjack and clothesline. But wait a minute, Dalton Ross flips him up. And wait a minute, to a rob! This could be upset, but Dalton has his hand under the ropes. And wait a minute, oh no. He lifts him up. Legend's Lullaby connects. Legend's Lullaby. This could be over for Dalton. No! Dalton Ross able to find a way to kick out. Oh my goodness, I can't even keep up with this match. It's just so intense. I can't even talk straight here, folks. Ooh, knee to the face once again. And Rick Legend back to the striking game. Just absolutely outstanding. Both men lift each other up for a flapjack, but instead, Rick Legend was able to catch Dalton off guard with the, oh no, not again, second punt kick. This time, he's going for the touchdown. Oh God, no! Dalton able to roll out the way, and wait a minute, Dalton caught him into the crossface. Crossface. Rick Legend could tap out here. He could tap out or he could pass out. Oh my God. Rick Legend is trying to get to the ropes, but Dalton Ross ain't having it. He's wrenching that crossface, and Rick Legend able to make it to the ropes. Oh man. And wait a minute. Rick Legend caught him once again with that reverse atomic drop. So many reverse atomic drops seen in this matchup. And Rick Legend getting infuriated, getting frustrated. The look of anger has finally arrived on his face. Rick Legend has Dalton into the corner. Has him up on the top rope. A punch to the face. Rick Legend just goading. No, wait a minute. Dalton here with a chop. Oh no! Rick Legend saw it coming. A quick body low. Excuse me, folks. A quick punch to the gut from the top rope. Rick Legend instantly saw that coming somehow. And Rick Legend back to the strikes. Just absolutely outstanding this match has been so far. Both men were able to lift each other up in the air for a flapjack, but Rick Legend instead caught him out of nowhere with his finishing maneuver, the Legend's Lullaby. Oh man. Now both men so far have been doing nothing but utilizing the strikes. That's a good example right there with that knee to the face. And Dalton Ross once again, his hand under the ropes. You gotta wonder what's going through the mind of Rick Legend right now as he's trying to put away Dalton Ross. Wait a minute. Dalton Ross with a spear! Dalton Ross with a spear out of nowhere! That could do it! And wait a minute. Dalton looking to call for the end here. Looking for the HPS. But wait a minute. Rick Legend reverses. Rick Legend reverses. Now Rick Legend. Oh no. He's got both arms wrenched. Pin pendulum facebuster connects. This could be it. Dalton Ross is done. Oh no. Dalton Ross kicking out of the pin pendulum facebuster. How in God's name is Dalton still alive in this one? Dalton Ross is willing to do everything to put an end to Rick Legend's winning streak. And wait a minute. Ross Roundup! Ross Roundup connects. And wait a minute. He's going for this. Oh no. Dalton Ross calling for that signature spear. Incoming! But wait a minute. Pop up. Oh my God. Oh no. Rick Legend caught him. Pin pendulum facebuster. This could be it for Dalton too. No! Dalton Ross finding the wherewithal to kick out of a pop-up pit and pendulum facebuster. And wait a minute, Rick Legend with a clothesline. But wait a minute, spear! Spear! This could do it. 1, 2, 3. Dalton Ross has finally beaten Rick Legend. Oh my God, what a match!